Hello, everybody, and welcome here inside of Burt Brothers Motorpark in Grantsville, Utah. Just a little bit west of the town of Tooele, as well as the Salt Lake City metropolitan area. Glad to have y'all here inside the Mormon Hell, also known as Utah. It is the Maverik Utah e-Prix from Burt Brothers Motorpark. The track formerly known as Utah Motorsports Campus. Before then, it was known as Miller Motorsports Park. So this place has had a bit of an identity crisis over the last few years. However, it still is the same old track that we all know and love. And it is the site for today's race. Should be a good one here today, as we have 40 laps on tap for you here today, as the best of electric stock car racing get ready to take the fold here in Utah. Before we get into that, though, let's take a look at your Hankook driver spotlight, starting off with Maxwell, who is looking for his 4th straight win. Yes, you heard that right. 4 straight wins. That number 12 Ford Mustang for Perez Motorsports has been carrying that sorry-ass team this entire season, and that Ford Mustang Mach-E will be looking to get back into victory lane here in the deserts of Sandy, Utah. Next up on your Hankook driver spotlight, take a look at Raffi's. Was kind of a sneaky one in qualifying. Should be one to keep a lookout for. Of course, anyone with the bow tie today should be considered for, contention winning this race. But Raffi's in particular, I have a feeling that here on a road course, this might be a place where he might be able to thrive, and could he bag his 2nd career victory. Our last driver in our Hankook driver spotlight is going to be Marcel, who is driving his underfunded Tesla. Right now, the only Tesla in the field. He's driving, I believe, for Angelic Racing. Or no, he's not. Yeah, he is. That number 24 unsponsored car. I called him like Johnny Benson when these guys were doing their practice earlier, or their qualifying. Johnny Benson had the fast white car. Well, Marcel's got the fast white car. Did not do so well in qualifying. However, he did win the truck race. He qualified on pole and got the fastest lap in that truck race today. Of course, I was asleep, and we had another admin officiate that race. That race was not live streamed, but Marcel did pick up the win in the truck race earlier this morning. He'll be looking to sweep the weekend with a win here in the Cup Series. That being said, we have a very full field here today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10 drivers. So back-to-back weekends where we've had a full field. The field cap is 10. So this is kind of what we're at here. But with that being said, we're going to get going with our pre-race ceremonies. And let's head down to the grid for the national anthem. Please rise and remove head cover if able for the playing of the United States national anthem. As soon as I can get there, I'm really, really sorry. Because ROBLOX is being an idiot. Okay. Just give me 1 sec. They changed the way that the thingy happens, so. Wonder if I can just do this. Oh. Drivers, start your engines. Shut up. And of course, as is tradition, we have a couple of visitors today that are going to be your flagman today. Our flagman and our trophy presenter today, our friends Levi and Nephi, the two Mormon missionaries, which of course we're in Utah, also known as the Mormon capital of the world. So we got Mr. Levi up here in the up here on our flag stand. Nephi will be presenting the Honeycomb Trophy to our drivers in Victory Lane. The battle for the Golden Honeycomb, the third time that these drivers will be looking for the Honeycomb. Last season, Random won here with in the midst of the title fight in Season 5. He actually clinched the Season 5 championship here at Utah. While we don't have the same stakes this year, it should be an exciting race as a lot of drivers try to get themselves established in the standings here in what is still a very young season. The battle for the Golden Honeycomb here in the Beehive State. It is the Maverik Utah E-Prix on Perez Sports Network, the best sports on the best network. And with that, we have 40 laps on tap for you here today, and we have apparently there was the big one in the Talladega race, and of course there was. They were going single file the whole time, and now they decide to actually do something. Hopefully Daniel Suarez made it through. That's all I care about. Everyone else can die for all I care. Anyway, drivers are all ready to go, but we need to make sure. Drivers, are you ready? Oh, he did not. Well, great. Well, I'm gonna go kill myself. Be right back, guys. Okay. Anyway, row 1, Maxwell and Rapid. Row 2, Raffies and Kane. Row 3, it looks to be Michelina and Marcel. Row 4, you have Narrows with the 67 of Ski Racer, who had a really big showing in Australia last week. And then in row 5, rounding out the field, is Blen and Alex, who was making their first start in a very long time. They actually had a start here at some point last season. This is their first start of the new season. Recently signed on with Perez Motorsports to drive the number 8. Do not let Teresa Earnhardt see that car. And with that being said, it's going to be an interesting one. 40 laps around the newly renamed Burt Brothers Motorpark, which has been like that for the last year or so because apparently it was bought by some idiots with a dealership, and we didn't know about that until after the Utah race last year. So, with that being said, Rapid just backed into Kane, his own teammate. But the drivers are all ready to go. Countdown is going to start. And I think we have lights. I'm not quite sure, but it's all right. We're not going to risk that. It's fine. It's just a presentation thing. But the Maverik Utah E-Prix, the third iteration of this race, and we are going to count down. 5, 4, and the countdown broke. 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air from Utah. We're underway at Burt Brothers Motorpark here in Grantsville. And already Marcel trying to kill everybody. And into the first corner, usually the most chaotic corner. Except for Rapid, they all survived. Rapid lost a ton of spots in that one corner. Well, the truck race, from what we heard, was just a bit of a blasé type of race, so hopefully we're going to see at least something a little bit more exciting, but also not chaotic like what we saw at Surfers Paradise last week. That made me want to blow my brains out. Look at Rapid as the 67 gets loose. They're going to all get loose into the corner. There are limiters there, guys. You might not want to cut the corner. We're a little bit more high tech. We have the cars will go into autopilot if you cut the corner. There are sensors on the tracks, so if you get slowed down, that's your own damn fault. As they come in through the attitudes, this corner right here that they just came out of is called Bad Attitude, and there's a reason for it. Usually is a corner that trips up a lot of drivers. But look at this, Maxwell into the lead of the race. He's got Raffies right behind. We predicted Raffies to make a big run here in this race. So far, looking like he could. And the first lap out of 40 completed here at Burt Brothers Motorpark. You're watching the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series on Perez Sports Network. The best sports on the best network. Your top three as they run: Quick Maxwell, followed by Funny Raffies, and then the the one of two Polish drivers, Michelina, the defending Truck Series champion, moved up into the Cup Series this year. Also running a part-time basis as an owner driver in the Truck Series, but she did not run the truck race today. But lap number 2 here in Utah. Raffy's still trying to gain ground here as they are starting to get a little bit spread out. It's not exactly F1 at Monaco spread out, but it is definitely getting a little bit more bearable. They are still. We do have room for battles though, as you can see back there. I thought I saw Alex and Narrows, but we also have Blend to an extent trying to get up to what I assume to be that is Marcel that he's trying to chase down. Marcel also trying to get to Michelina in the attitudes, and the 16 gets a bump from Ski Racer. Remember, Ski Racer was up front quite a bit in the race in Australia. That was his Cup Series debut, and he is trying to get some serious points here in this Cup race here in Utah. Ski Racer trying to get the leverage on Blen, and he might have room on the inside. Ski Racer, oh, we got a flip. Caution is out. We got a flip. Alex, or no, Narrows. Narrows just flipped coming into the final sector. And the caution is out. I did not expect that. And we've had a couple of people saying that they got bumped by the one car. So the first flip of the day appears to be, guys, that was the race. I think that was the race back, was it? No, it's fine. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's fine. Pit road, I'm going to say pit road will probably be closed this time by, it was not 5 laps, although we might have to adjust that for some of these longer tracks. I feel like that's just up to you guys, whether we do that from after this race. But pit road will be closed when they come by. We did have a couple of people. We were trying to find a sweet spot with the fuel consumption for this race. So people were saying it was a little too much. So we kind of changed the capacity of the battery for this race. But Raffies is gonna still he's hanging back a little bit. He's probably glad that caution came out, because now he's gonna have a chance to try to get a jump on Maxwell on the restart. So in case you're just tuning in, first caution of the day, but not for the reason you think. Narrows flipped in the final sector of the track. They were coming in to the corner known as Clubhouse Corner. They flipped coming into windup. That's what kind of really set things into motion. But surprisingly, I honestly thought that if they didn't flip in the attitudes, they'd definitely flip at the Tooele turn. I thought for sure that would be where they would flip, but apparently not. So pit road is closed right now unless it is an absolute emergency. And the order goes like, oh, Rapid also flipped? Well, damn. So we'll be restarting here with lap number 7. So that means we'll be restarting with about 33 laps to go. Right now, your leader is Maxwell, followed by Raffies, then Michelina, then Marcel, then Ski Racer, then Blen, and then there appeared to have been a tie between Alex and Kane across the line. And we will be watching for sends on the guys. You might want to space yourselves out a little bit more. That is way too close. I'd say you guys should be separated kind of by the motorcycle grids. Those are the smaller ones. Like, go about as far back as the motorcycle grids. Again, those are the small grid slots. Go. Come on. Let's go. Still go 2 by 2, but just there you go. Just don't. Yeah, there we go. That's good. 45. Back up to where the 8 is. Try to line yourself up with the 8. Is Kane alive? Okay. Because I know he's smarter than that. He's just... Okay. Alright, are we all good here? I think we'll be okay. I think they'll at least survive the front stretch. I'm going to change laps. So far, not exactly a chaotic race so far, although cautions do tend to breed cautions, as old Darrell Waltrip would say. But 6-7. Anyway, my soccer. I coach a youth soccer team. They made fun of me for doing the 6-7 thing. So apparently that's no longer in style. So lesson learned. Okay. So just making sure. Oh, and Quartz here. So we're gonna teleport him down. Wait, no. We can't. We can't. We're at the max grid size. Oh fuck. Court, I'm sorry, buddy, but we're at the max. We're at the field cap. We got 10 drivers. It's a road course. I'm so sorry, dude.
I'm gonna lead in. Yeah, have fun. Bye-bye.
Yep. Okay. So we're all good here. Green flag back in the air here at Utah. That's the cleanest start you'll ever see. And it's going to be like Talladega coming down into this first corner as they get up into the motorcycle start line. And now, Michelina, that's going to be... Well, you gave the positions back. I'm just going to leave it be for now, but... I don't think she even did that on her own volition. I think... Oh, I got lag. I can't be the only one that lagged. I can't... Oh, it looks like I wasn't because everyone else is having a stroke. So... If I'm lagging, you know it's bad. If we got problems, huge problems. There's a car going down the berm. And Kane's having serious issues. Kane is having very serious issues. Chat, I'm not sure whether to throw a yellow. Oh, never mind. Okay. So Kane's gotta, yeah, Kane's gotta go. He wasn't having a stroke. He's just gotta go. So we're gonna stay green. It is 3 wide going into windup. Dear God, guys, please, for the love of God, please. I'm begging you. Okay, they somehow survived. So we're now down to 9 drivers. Kane is DNF for now. If he comes back, then if he comes back before lap 20, he will be able to race again, but... Oh, Michelina's got somebody on her quarter panel there. The 67 was going right there. That is a Medic Racing Team Dodge. And Michelina in amongst the pack, the only Tesla in the field, Marcel, is trying to give Tesla a couple of points here. Just pretending like we have manufacturer standings. The Tesla camp is not. It's kind of been like the Fords in the NASCAR O'Reilly series. To the best of my knowledge, Angelic Racing is the only active team that races Teslas, and right now Marcel is representing them well, although he has lost a couple positions coming into the Attitudes. Remember, Marcel won the Truck Series race this morning. He's looking to sweep the weekend. However, it's a little bit of a different animal in the Cup Series compared to the talent level of the Truck Series. That's not to disparage the drivers in the Truck Series. However, these guys are in the Cup Series for a very good reason. Ski Racer, one of the rookies. This is going to be his last race with the unsponsored Dodge. Hopefully, we'll have a scheme ready for him for the Bilbao Airport circuit. Which, by the way, I gotta get, once I do my college assignments, I am going to get that track done by either Monday or Tuesday. So we are heading to Bilbao Airport in Basque Country up in northern Spain. Should be a really fun, and the speeds broke for Michelina. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to investigate. Something tells me I probably fucked up the... Nope. Okay, so the CC speed matches the vehicle seat, so that should be, it should be okay. And so we got a battle, or sorry about the silence, guys. We had two battles coming in through at the Attitudes. One we're watching right now is between Marcel and Michelina. Marcel gonna dive bomb down the inside, not exactly a Daniel Kvyat type of torpedo. It was a very clean move, but just a little bit of contact. They're still side by side coming down in the corner. This is exactly the type of racing we expect here from Utah. It is a motorcycle track, however, it has definitely, it's definitely not a cutter, right? It's a track that can produce good racing. We saw that in, oh, we got another flip. We got another flip. Caution is out. Race back to the line. Who is the poor sap that flipped again? Was it Ski Racer? Yeah, it was the rookie Ski Racer that flipped on the going into release. That's the second flip in that area of the track today. There was one in release, and then there was one up near Clubhouse Corner. Almost a fourth of the way. They will be a fourth of the way through. Pit road will be open on this caution. And that may have just messed up a couple people's strategy, unfortunately. Oh, Rapid does not have a good corner going through second Attitude. But coming out of bad Attitude, he definitely had a good run. And now coming up into wind up and release, these guys going to be trying to come up into these final couple corners. Blend into wind up, coming into release. What do they have? What has he got? No, and Blend's not going to win that race back there. Rapid, oh my God, and Rapid just killed Maxwell. Oh dear God, it's just kill Max day, isn't it? So Narrows Arrows, everyone and their mother is surprised that they're up in third. I think it's a combination of everybody killing each other in the Attitudes, really. All right, we're gonna check media. I need to check the channel. I don't want to open in metal, fucker. You could be at type. You know, I have my camera on that battle the whole time, right, Michelina? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Oh, oh wait, no, I see. Are you? He had two tires above the curb counts as part of the racing surface. So are you trying to say he had an illegal overtake, or? Oh, your speed. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, I don't know what happened to your speed there. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, pit road is open, guys. Pit road is open. Hopefully it'll fix itself when you guys get down into pit road. So pit road is open. Everybody and their grandma is pitting. We managed to do about 5 or 6 laps under caution, or under green. Guys, you should be lined up in the order that the standings are saying. If you're gonna reset your car, you might as well do it like while you're pitting. So, all right, we're gonna count down. Yeah, you can do it after you're done with your stop. So, okay, so everybody's into pit road. We got one guy already out of his stall, and Raffy's immediately kills himself. Raffy's in narrows. This is gonna be a battle. Maxwell's gonna win the race off pit road, and Rapid may have had his speed broken because he was really quick out of pit road there, but he's going to be 5th. So the order, at least in the top 5, remains unchanged. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So Maxwell and Raffy's in row 1, restart, Narrows and Rapid in row 2. So let's see how the rest of this race pans out now that they have a full charge. I think we're fine as we are right now. It's fine. Alright, we're gonna, if you guys are ready to go, then we're gonna I can see everybody's chat now. I don't know what's going on. Well, except for like 2 people. So we're almost back to normal. Alright, countdown begins. 3, 2, 1. Nobody jumped, it looked like, so green flag back in the air here in Utah. And into turn 1, they mostly survive with the exception of Alex. But they all but one stayed on the racing surface. That was a very clean first corner. And a couple of people going way off target there. Into turn 1, Max continues to lead, but Ralphie's has a chance. Michelina locks up and helps out Rapid getting back into form there. Coming up into sector 2 now. And the 4 just gets dumped by the 67 of Ski Racer. Just completely dumped him. And even worse, Rapid got into the limiter as a result. And Michelina is probably going to get the limiter too. And so with that, I think that's why the truck race probably got all spread out, because of the limiters. But it's either that or, you know, you see how wide open this racetrack is. It's either that or we put up walls that kill everybody. I think that just looks amateurish as well. But a battle here for position, Rapid and Michelina. We're going to go with your McLaren onboard camera. Rapid trying to get the toe off the front stretch here. He's got the draft off of Michelina. Tries to dive to the inside, and that doesn't really work as Michelina shuts the door on him. But Rapid takes the advantage around the outside. And we also have, oh, Rapid's just going to run right through her. Well, that is some chicken shit driving if I've ever seen any. I don't even think he did that on purpose, but still, just went right through her, going through the corner. And we are almost a third of the way through this race. It's been a fantastic showing so far by these guys. Well, actually, we are over a third of the race through, but still, been a fantastic showing today for these drivers. The best that the ERT has to offer. Ski Racer coming in through the attitudes. He's trying to set up for a pass. He's got 3 right in front of him. He's looking like a big cat trying to reel in its prey here. And he's already got 1 as Narrows hit one of the limiters. And now Blen and Marcel battling for position. Ski Racer goes through the inside. Michelina is still battling with Rapid. Look at that battle. These two have been going at it for most of the day. I'm not really that shocked. But Ski Racer does end up getting by Narrows, at least for the time being. We have 25 laps to go here in Utah. Race going by still a little quicker than we expected. We probably will shorten this race next year. I think 40 laps might be a little too much for this racetrack. It does take about a minute and a half to get around this, about your standard Formula One track. But oh, we have another battle up there. I can see Maxwell battling with somebody here. This is Raffies. These two have been going at each other's throats all day. Raffies trying to get his second career win. He's going to be on that inside line. I think I vaguely remember Raffies actually being competitive here in Utah last season. He lost out to Random. Uh-oh, and the 7 gets ran right on through by Maxwell. Just a small touch, but Maxwell gets karma, and Raffies will rocket into the lead. And so Raffies gets into the lead. Max is reporting that his speed is broke. Now, to be fair, when you hit the limiter, you do get put down to about that range. But Maxwell is into second place here. Trying to get up there to Raffies. Seems to be keeping pace pretty well despite everything. He is actually now starting to reel Raffies back in, which is definitely a good thing. I think I know how to better do the CC thing. I think I just need to just put a couple of values in the workspace and have the script call the value there. That would probably fix a lot of issues with the speed. But Maxwell, sorry about the extended silence, guys. I'm really trying to find some battles here, and there are plenty of them. They're up toward the back, though. Michelina is battling with Narrows, and also in the mix there appears to be Alex, who unfortunately has just not had a good day today. They are all the way back in ninth. They've been all the way at the back, basically irrelevant, and Michelina, that's a 1 out of 3. You've been doing that all day, and I know you're not trying to do so, but at some point the buck stops here, man. And it's also almost given Alex an opportunity to get up into that position. Oh, so something happened with Max, or is he just oh, yep. And Max is side by side with Raffies. He'll make the jump down into the corner, and what a pass there. Raffies loses the lead. And we know that Raffies is quick. However, it just seems like that number 12 car is the faster car. Ty Gibbs reportedly spun in the cup race. The world is celebrating. I honestly don't care one way or another. I'm not a Ty Gibbs hater. Oh, and Raffies got into the limiter. That's too bad. He got shoved into the limiter by the 12. Not sure if it's fair to penalize people for that, but at the same time, I'm going to say just a verbal there for the 12. Make sure we're being a little bit more careful in these corners. However, that might actually hurt more than it helped, because now Raffies has a couple of friends with him. Oh, never mind. He has 2 friends, or 1 friend, actually. Marcel got himself in the limiter. Also, we're taking a look back at that battle now. Narrows. Nope, they are not in the battle. That is another blue car. Oh, Rapid is the one that was involved there. He's with Ski Racer now as they try to race, coming in through wind up and now into release. The 67 might have the advantage here. And the Ski Racer will end up taking that position away pretty easily. Marcel into 4th place, Blen into 3rd. So these guys are the ones that could be challenging for the lead here very shortly. Blen is into the draft of Raffies. That could be a big thing here if he does get that momentum going into the corner. But Raffies also is starting to reel in Max a little bit more here. And into the turn. A big hairpin section here. And up into the attitudes. Uh-oh, Oh, we got a flip. We got a big flip. Max is around. Max just flipped, going through the attitudes. We knew that was coming. Caution is out. And so Raffies will lead him to the line, at least for the time being. And, oh, we almost had a second flip as Marcel almost flipped going in through release. Would have been the second flip of the day going through there. And we caught that in 4K. I mean, he just had a horrible turn there, but we are halfway through the race. Oh, dear God, we have a death. Pit road will be open. And it makes me wonder if we're going to see any green flag stops today. It seems like by the time they get into that battery window, it ends up being, ends up being a yellow. Okay, everyone looks to be okay, so countdown will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Raffy's into his box first, taking that very first stall. With 10 drivers pitting at once, there's going to be a little bit of jostling for a box. Glenn will take that first box. I'm thinking about doing assigned boxes next year. I don't know why you're slow, Rappies. And so with that, we will be restarting with... I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that. Yeah, you can restart your car. It's fine. You pitted, so it's all right. Well, we're officially at the halfway mark of this race. We've been live for 38 minutes, which means we probably have another half an hour to go. So this race will definitely probably be shortened next season. I'm saying 30 laps, 35 laps, something around that ballpark, 31 laps. I don't know, Raffies. I'm tired. I can't. The worst part is I can't even go to bed after this. I got fucking schoolwork to do. Nah. Fucking command prompt. There we go. Green flag back of the air. Ski Racer with a horrible start. That log jams a lot of drivers back there. Blend into... Oh, Maxwell sideways. That's about the hairiest start we've had to the race today, which says quite a bit, actually. Even then, it wasn't so bad, but Maxwell was kind of in the mix of all that, and Alex goes into the limiter. 3 wide going into the corner. This is going to end very poorly. And now Marcel got into the limiter, I believe. Looking out to the outside of the racetrack there, they're all still... And Narrows got limited. Here's a tip. Don't corner cut. Oh, dear God. Now they are all going to... They're all going to end up going here and wind up, and this is going to be another wreck for Maxwell. As Raffies has the lead for now, but Max is trying to get himself up into that front pack again, but he's having to deal with the idiots in front of him. Glenn, Michelina, Marcel, and Ski are all trying to hold up that 12 best they can. Massive stack up there in the opening corner. And we got a wreck. We got a wreck. And, oh, he just got completely dumped. And he's going to retaliate is the thing. Marcel got dumped by Ski Racer in that 67. These two rookies going out of here. And coming out of that first corner. And onto the backstretch they go, coming up into Witchcraft. And we got a battle also right here with Michelin. They got kind of really loose there. Now it's a 3 wide for second place. Way extending the track there was the 12 of Max, but he does stay there with the 87. Raffies is hoping that they keep battling each other, but here comes Maxwell. He slides into second place. He's got his sights set on Raffies. And now Maxwell already has gained a ton of time. He's looking back to Raffies here. Michelina in the draft of the 4. She'll look for third place into this corner, but I was about to say Rapid held his line well, but then he washed up to that outside. Michelina runs the outside, forcing the 4 below into the sand. And they both run wide as they get ready to wind up into workout. Now into the Black Rock hairpin they go, and this is going to be Rapid still holding on there. They're all accordioning back into this downhill section. Back onto Witchcraft they go. Lap number 25 here in the Cup race. We've been live for about 40 minutes now. We've had 3 cautions, all of them flips. Not for any massive accidents or anything of the sort, just a couple of drivers going off of curbs and just flipping. Bit of a natural consequence. We have a battle for the lead here between Raffies and Max. Max trying to get below. He'll bump Raffies out of the way as he tries to transition. Max gets way loose. He'll let Raffies go. He'll lead another lap. 15 laps to go here in Utah. Who is going to win the third annual Maverik Utah E-Prix? And out to the inside, Raffi still holds his line. We also cannot neglect the battle between Rapid and Michelina. Or that is, no, that's not Narrows. I thought it was, I was about ready to correct myself there, but still. Multiple battles throughout the field. It's almost impossible to keep an eye on them. We got Narrows and Marcel, Michelina and Rapid, and then we got Max and Raffies. That's the battle for the lead. Raffies trying to spoil Max's chance at getting a 4th win in a row. No competition for that number 12 car. And Perez Motorsports may have found their next Forza. Except this time he is Canadian. Up into the attitudes. Does Maxwell have something for Raffies? He had a really good section there. And out to the inside. He had 2 tires on the curb, so that's all that matters. Keeping an eye there, and Maxwell slots into the lead. Raffies not giving up as they go into release. Onto the front stretch again. Coming to 14 to go. And we have another battle here. That battle between, and I'm getting pretty certain here that Michelin is getting sick of seeing Rapid in front of her here. She's had to deal with him all day. Oh, got contact again. Rapid broke way too much there. And we got a four-way battle for what I believe to be fifth. Well, and now it's turned into a three-way battle for sixth between Narrows, Blen, and Ski, but Marcel has broken away a little bit here. Not collecting points in the Cup Series. He's collecting points in the Truck Series. I believe he's got the points lead there. We're going to do points after this race, and it'll be interesting to see what Marcel is sitting at in the Truck Series points, but going for the championship here. Looking for Rookie of the Year in the Truck Series as well. Or no, not Rookie of the Year. Good Lord. He's in his sophomore year of the Truck Series, actually. And that battle for the lead has way fizzled out. Maxwell. Oh, we have a... Wait. Oh, we have a yellow. Narrows has flipped for the second time. Caution is out. Narrows flipped up near the Attitudes. That is their second flip of the afternoon. And coming to the line, Maxwell will lead with Rafi's second. Rapid looking for third. Michelina will get fourth. And now the battle for fifth between Ski and Marcel. Marcel will get fifth. And pit road will be open. Rafi's, I can answer that question really simply for you. They just keep going. They just keep being aggressive in the corners, and they're flipping off the curbs. Top speed is, I don't know what this is in miles per hour, but 250 studs per second is supposed to be the top speed. Oh, Narrows got pushed. So... He does. Alright. I will, I'll keep an eye on him on this next green flag run. So we actually have two people staying out. Rafi's and Blen. That is very interesting indeed. We'll be restarting with 10 to go, by the way. I'll keep an eye on him on the next green flag run. Some speed limiters have different speeds. Unfortunately, I do believe you. I will keep an eye here. If we have to restart, then we will, but... I think it's too late at this point to restart the server. However, for next season, we'll definitely keep an eye on it. And again, I think I should have just gone with a value thing instead of doing individual scripts, right? But like, that's what I do with the pit limiters. Like they have a value, and the script calls to the value, so it can easily be edited. Of course, Christopher Bell is leading. He always seems to do well at super speedways. So we'll have 10 laps to go, despite a couple of things happening in terms of the CC limiters. This race has actually been very solid. Utah has actually produced a really good show the last couple of seasons, so and we all know about that championship battle last season with where Random was able to solidify his title here at Utah last year. But countdown will begin. 10 laps to go. We're into the final quarter of this race. 3, 2, 1. Green flag back in the air at Utah. They're all barreling into turn number 1. Oh, and Alex gets, I was about ready to give a 1 out of 3 for the corner cut pass there, but looks like there was a natural consequence instead, so we'll just let that go. Uh-oh, Michelina gets ran through like a friggin' track meet. The 67 ski racer getting way too aggressive there. And we're keeping an eye on Rapid, as we've been told that when they get to the attitudes, he does have a bit of a habit of a bit of a habit of going below the curb there. Oh, well, he got shoved out of the way, so you can't really blame him for that. Although I will say probably should have let off a little bit there. Well, they somehow get through somewhat cleanly. Although the 4 does take a shot to the 16. Might want to watch the sending, guys. I'm gonna really start cracking down on that toward the end of this race. Speed is broken. And so with that, as they come into the conclusion of this first sector, Maxwell leads. Marcel is in second. And Max may have overbrake there. But coming in through Witchcraft, they have a little bit of room to work with. Marcel looking for second off of Raffies as they get into the attitudes. Raffies loses the car there and lost the back end, but he's able to save it. However, that does give Marcel second place. Remember, Marcel won the truck race this morning. I'd say this is a little bit more action-packed than the truck race. We've had about 5 cautions today. So Maxwell will lead us to the line. 8 laps to go here. We have a 3-way battle back there. The battle of mid. This is Narrows and Michelina back here for 7th, I believe. Yep, it is. Alex is right there as well. That could potentially be a 3-way battle for 6th here, or for 7th. As Alex in that Ford Mustang, not necessarily very good at road courses, but trying to make it work. Alex could have a chance to get by Narrows. And they do. The 2 Perez Motorsports machines are back there fighting, and now Alex is going to get into the limiter. Had a position and then lost it as soon as they got it. A 3-way battle here between Ski Racer, Raffies, and Marcel. 2 of these guys rookies. One of them not going for championship points. However, Ski Racer is eligible for Rookie of the Year points. Uh-oh. Raffies into the limiter going through attitudes. I think I know what happens. I think I know why speeds are getting broken. If you get pushed into the limiter, I think that breaks your speed. Because I know it's like that when you go into a pit limiter. Wait, no pen for what? Oh, for getting pushed into a limiter. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, crap. The 60s. Well, I guess, I'm going to say this, Raffies. I think it kind of policed itself because he just went into a CC limiter, so. Yeah, I don't know why pit speed fixes itself, but these don't. I'm starting to wonder if maybe next season we should put like limiters around the race, around the track, like, you know, that like top speed limiters, just in case something like that happens. So we're going to be coming to 6 laps to go here in Utah, and there has been no shortage of action. You see there in frame Marcel trying to chase down the 4 of Rapid, Shark Motor Club Chevy. Shark Motor Club's had a very good day today, Rapid and Raffies, but Narrow's on the other hand, the kind of the weak link on the team here today. Ross Chastain just won stage 2. Okay, Rapid, that was way overextending. So the 4 of Rapid skill still fighting with that position as they get into the Black Rock hairpin. Diving to the inside. And still trying to make a move around the outside is the 24, but Rapid holds on for now. And Maxwell completely running away with it here in Utah. A polar bear in the desert, literally. He's wearing a bear onesie as well, so I guess that analogy definitely makes sense, but coming in from cold-ass Canada all the way, even though Alberta is not so bad, but still. Coming into the desert here in Utah, up near the Bonneville Salt Flats. This track not very far from where they try to set land speed records. Only fitting that they built a track out here just west of the Salt Lake City Metro, near the town of Tooele, which has about, it's either 4,000 or 6,000 people. Technically 3 or 4 different towns within this area, but the track itself is registered to the town of Grantsville. And they've come out all this way here to Utah. They'll be hitting the road to Spain next weekend, taking a little trip up to sunny Bilbao in Basque Country, taking on the new Bilbao Airport circuit. A busy airport turns into a racetrack for a weekend. It's basically the opposite of Berlin Tempelhof, which is an abandoned airport, and Silverstone, which was, well, it used to be a World War II airport. But Maxwell trying to do something that no ERT driver has ever done. Win 4 in a row. Forza, I believe, was only able to win 3 in a row during his prime. Oddly enough, driving with the same team that produced that driver. Maxwell's just got to hold on for 4 more laps. Looking for his 4th win of the season. No doubt trying to make a splash in the standings here. But everything has kind of started. Wait, what about Sebring? Oh yeah, Sebring is an airport. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I completely forgot about that. St. Petersburg is also on an airport, so there's that. So the field has mostly spread out. There is a battle, though, between Marcel and Blen. Those two are battling for 3rd at the present moment, trying to get that last podium spot. But Blen coming in through attitudes. He might have something here. Marcel runs his line perfectly in the attitudes. Goes a little wide, though, on the exit, but he does set himself well coming into this little corner here. Maxwell comes to the line. 3 laps to go here at Burt Brothers Motorpark here in Grantsville, Utah. And it's been a great race. We've been live for an hour. These drivers have put in an hour of their time. Currently 6 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock here in Utah. Maxwell continues to build the gap, 11 seconds. Marcel, who won the truck race, is currently 15 seconds back. He's in third place at the present moment, although we could see a battle for third here in the next couple of corners, as Blen and Ski Racer are not very far away. Marcel already, or sorry, not Marcel, but Maxwell already into the attitudes. Everyone else is just now getting into witchcraft. Although, to be fair, Raffy's keeping some pace. He is definitely the second fastest car out there today. Unfortunately, you know, I call it the Mark Martin effect. You know, you're kind of in that echelon where you're one of the greats, but you're going up against the greatest. And I think that's just kind of the point, or that's just kind of the situation we have right now. And unfortunately, you know, it's just one of those things. Maxwell, definitely the better driver today. The class of the field, he's dominated all day. Him and Raffies have shared the lap count today, but we still have that battle there. Ski Racer and Blen. They've lost a little time to Marcel, but they're still battling for fourth. Maxwell struggled on that last restart, but he was able to rebound. Raffies enjoyed his time in the sun, which is actually very ironic because it's actually supposed to be snowing in real life right now in this area, in Utah, Montana, Wyoming, and Nebraska. But yes, it's April. We get snow here all the time in April. It's just, we don't know what spring is. You just go straight into summer once the winter is done. Oh, we got contact. Ski Racer and Blen. They're still battling here for fourth place, and this could set up for a battle here for third. If they don't ass pack each other, they could avoid the limiter, and they could challenge Marcel for the place. Good, fantastic corner there by Ski Racer, completely legal. And here we go, one lap to go, presented by Hankook. Oh. And Maxwell, just an entire sector ahead of the field. He's 15 seconds over Raffies. And the battle between Marcel and Ski Racer still kind of brewing here, but not quite nearly where they were earlier. And we don't really have any battles really to speak of. We do have someone in the pit road, I think. Oh, no, we don't. I was just hallucinating, I guess. Maxwell into witchcraft for the final time. This is a big chance here around. We also see Ski Racer trying to get there to the back bumper. We'll try to check in on them later here. I have a feeling they're really battling back there. Maxwell gets into the limiter. He'll lose a little bit of time, but I don't think he really much cares. Coming down into the final sector for the final time. Maxwell doing what no ERT driver in history has ever done. Into windup for the final time. Now into release. The driver from Alberta, Canada. He came in as a rookie last year and he has dominated. Maxwell will get win number 4 at Utah Motorsports Campus. Then Raffies comes across. He'll get second. A battle here between Marcel and Ski Racer. Marcel will get the third place spot. Debuting his number 24 car. Marcel holds off Ski Racer, who's had a great past couple of races in his debut races. Michelina will come across in 5th place, I think. No, she'll let Blen get by. I don't know why she did that. Lightning McQueen off finish. Uh-oh, something happened there with Narrows. And then Alex, unfortunately, will come across last. Kane will get the DNF. And so Maxwell gets the victory here in Utah. And so with that, congratulations to Maxwell. 4 consecutive wins in the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series. The first driver ever to do so. and he will win the Golden Honeycomb here, and he gets the win here in the Beehive State. We'd like to remind you that this victory is fueled by the same ones who fuel you. Victory's first stop is presented by Maverik. Adventure's first stop. Well, Maxwell won the worst race in ERT history last week in Surfer's Paradise, but he gets it done here in Utah, a track that has proven to provide quality racing here in the Electric Racing Tour, and may have given itself a permanent spot on the schedule as a result. Maxwell does a half-assed burnout, but to be fair, I think he probably just wants to get out of here. And our buddy Nephi is going to greet him in victory lane. And Max wins, or if you can get the confetti for us, that'd be wonderful, bud. Or if somebody could. Yep, there we go. And our Mormon missionary Nephi, who has greeted a lot of drivers in victory lane over the years. He'll do it again here today as we crown our this is either our third or our fourth ever winner at Burt Brothers Motorpark. What was what? But either way, Max gets a well-earned victory here, and I'm just trying to find a good angle to take the picture. There's not very many here. And we're going to take the picture here in 3, 2, 1, picture. And with that, Maxwell with his fourth straight Hankook E-Cup victory. Oh shoot, we forgot to mention our Ionity fastest lap. And Quick Maxwell has certainly been quick today. He qualified on pole, won the race, and now he has your Ionity fastest lap. He did what Marcel did in the Truck Series. He swept all the points you can get in a race here, and Maxwell brings the Hatsune Miku Ford Mustang Mach-E to victory lane for the fourth straight time. He's like, does he ever get tired of winning? It's looking like the Kyle Larson 2021 season or the Kevin Harvick 2020 season. The domination from that number 12 team, and Perez Motorsports has found themselves their next superstar as Maxwell gets it done here at the Maverik Utah E-Prix. But of course, that's going to do it for us here in Utah as he bites the honeycomb here. It's made out of solid gold, so probably going to need some dental work done after that. But gets the golden honeycomb here, and what has been a fantastic race here. Maybe not the greatest finish in ERT history, but certainly a solid race, and these drivers really showed their strength here today. Despite a little bit of chaos, all the cautions today have been because of flips. I feel like had that not happened, probably would have been a caution-free race. But with that being said, we're going to sign out here. Next week, we're heading to a custom racetrack, the debut of the Bilbao Airport Circuit in Bilbao, Spain. We're heading up to Basque Country in the northern part of Spain, and just about a 2.5-hour drive from the French border. So should be a great one here, but that's going to do it here from all of us here at Perez Sports Network. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You've been watching the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series on the Perez Sports Network, the best sports on the best network. We'll see you next week in Spain, but until next time, take care, and as always, until we see you again, have a good one. Maxwell gets his fourth straight ERT Hankook E-Cup Series victory here at Burt Brothers Motorpark.